Woo! Cat!
Let's get ready to rumble!
I'm a bad man! I still got the world! I still got the world! My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious.
I feel I'm the best ever. I broke everybody's record. Tell me who record I haven't broke.
Colossal Boxing Talk.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Smooth Cat with Colossal Boxing Talk, and today I want to talk about a fighter who was on the verge of having a meteoric rise, and it got stopped. Okay, the fighter I'm talking about is Showtime Shawn Porter, because as we know, he was on a nice run. He had a unanimous decision win against Devin Alexander to become the IBF champion. He then went on to fight Paulie Malignaggi, who he totally obliterated. And after that, he was heading into his fight with Kell Brook, as you guys now are watching the highlights of that fight. But as I say, he was doing a lot of good things. He was knocking people out, showcasing brutal power. But in the Kell Brook fight, he fought a fighter who didn't allow him to control range. So by him not being able to control range, he couldn't establish the game plan that he wanted to establish. Going into that fight, it looks as if he was looking to knock Kell Brook out the whole fight, and that was the wrong tactic for him, and that's the reason why Kell Brook is now the IBF champion of the world. But with Shawn Porter, he's a talented fighter. My only problem with Porter, I do feel he throws defense by the wayside. And what I mean by that is he comes in chin first, head exposed, because he trusts his chin. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let you guys see this fight between him and Alfonso Gomez, the third round, as you guys see the car girl. And here we go. But the thing with Porter is Porter can box, and he does a good job of boxing when he boxes behind his jab. But as you see, he gets countered because of his style. He likes to be the aggressor, and there's nothing wrong with being the aggressor. There's nothing at all wrong with it. But the thing is, he has to channel his inner calmness and find a way to go about it better, because the type of fight he fight is dangerous. And if he goes up against a big enough puncher, I mean, no matter how great your chin is, anybody can be hurt in the sport of boxing. So with that said, if he goes against, I'll say, like, let's say maybe, because I saw Thurman and Porter on the video together talking about a potential fight down the line between them two. But if he goes up against the bigger punchers, they're gonna put you down when you make those type of mistakes. And yes, I know Porter does have a solid chin, but I've seen guys with solid chins get those chins dented before. So Porter, he needs to get out of the habit of using his chin to be his defense. He actually needs to start moving his head more. That's like if you see in this fight thus far, Alfonso Gomez, he was landing some good shots. Porter was landing some shots too in this round. But Porter, he's a physical fighter. He likes to get in on the inside. He likes to kind of rough you up. And for the fighters who don't allow him to rough them up, they fare better. Devin Alexander, very solid boxer, but Devin Alexander allowed Shawn Porter the space that he needed to be able to rough him up, and Shawn Porter roughed Devin Alexander up. With Paulie Malignaggi, he had the right game plan. He didn't have enough power to keep Shawn Porter off of him. So Shawn Porter walked right through him, and it was rather easy and brutal, to be honest. He knocked Paulie out in a manner that no one had saw Paulie get knocked out in, because usually Paulie gets stopped on his feet because like TKOs, but Porter put a beating on him. But this is the last 10 seconds of this round here, and as you see, Porter with his hands down, even though he was moving out of the way, but he needed to move his head a lot more often. But yeah, Porter he does need to do a better job of like I say, with the head movement. The head movement. He also needs to use the jab more. He's a little guy, so he does have to find his game is to get in on the inside where he's more effective. But it's okay if he jabs his way in, and not just a flimsy jab. Throw a jab with some conviction to get in. He'll have a better opportunity to get in, to be able to establish his offense. But this is Porter versus Diaz here, the 5th round of a fight that was very close. This fight ended in a draw, and I mean, I watched it numerous times. You know, when you first see it, when I first saw it, I immediately I said I thought Diaz won the fight. I watched it again, and I felt Diaz won again. So I'm one of the guys. I do feel Diaz did enough to win this fight, but Porter had his moments, and Porter was doing good work in this fight. I mean, I won't discredit him. He, like I say, by any means, he's definitely a solid fighter. Very like I say, very good power. As you see, he can move. He has lateral movement. He likes to plant his feet because he likes to get the full impact of his power. But in this fight, Diaz, a good boxer, not giving him the exact range he wanted, and that's what causes Porter trouble. That's like, okay, you see here, this is the situation where Porter he keeps resetting because he doesn't see the lane that he needed to see to be able to get off of these shots. But okay, he lands a nice 2 jabs and throws a straight right, misses. But now see, what I'm saying is, now okay, when he gets on the inside, then he likes to tense up, get strong, and he throws nice little inside uppercuts and body shots and things of that sort. But what I'm saying is, for Porter, for him to take that step to become, I mean, I do believe he's still one of the better welterweights in the world today. But for him to take the step to become to be in the line with the elites, he's gonna have to showcase a whole different facet of his game. And it's not that I'm saying I want him to not be himself. Be yourself by all means, but he has to do it more intelligently. You have to box. That's like, now he's doing a good job of boxing with Diaz, and the reason why he was boxing with Diaz is because Diaz was applying the appropriate pressure. He also wasn't giving Porter the landscape Porter needed to, as I mentioned earlier, to get off like he wanted to get off. So Porter, he says, okay, well, I'll box, shoot behind the jab, box, get on my toes. And at this point, Diaz, the smaller man and the lighter puncher, is walking Shawn Porter down. And he shouldn't be walking him down, but Porter is comfortable and he shows that he can box. So it's not like this guy can't box, because he can box. It's just he needs to. It's like a mental hurdle I think he needs to get over. But once he gets over that mental hurdle and he learns, okay, he learns you're not gonna win every battle, but just win the war. And when I mean the battle, I mean he doesn't have to win every single round, and you're not gonna knock everybody out. But the thing is, if you box appropriately, and you sit there and you box, you use your jab, throw the straight rights, okay, get in on the inside. It's okay to rough people up too. Get in on the inside, throw your body shot, throw your little short uppercuts on the inside, the dirty boxing and all that. That's cool. But the thing with Porter is, he gets to the point where after a certain part of a fight, if he sees the fight is getting possibly could be getting out of hand, he goes to the point where he's like, okay, you know what? All right, well, I'm gonna slug now because I'm gonna try to get this guy out of here. Because if I can't get him out of here, I'm not sure if I get the decision. And there is nothing wrong with the attitude. My only thing with Porter is I want him if he starts doing it more intelligently, then I mean his only loss to Brook. If he would have boxed, I believe the outcome could have been different. But Brook, as I mentioned on that breakdown video I did a while back, that the straight 1-2 will be Brook's favorite weapon for the fight, and because Shawn Porter was a sucker for it, and in that fight you saw that Shawn Porter was a sucker for it. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna keep this video too much long. Leave comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of the video that I'm doing. Let me know what you think of Shawn Porter as a fighter, and let me know if I missed out on something that you guys wish I would have touched on. But with that said, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Go over to Facebook, hit the like button on the Colossal Boxing Talk page. You can go to Twitter and Instagram and follow us at Colossal CBT. I'm Smooth Cat, and I'm out.
You know how we knock 'em down. Yeah, we know we knock 'em down. You know we knock 'em down. 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 Yeah, knock 'em down. Yeah, knock 'em down. Yeah, oh yeah, you know that we knock 'em down. Colossal Boxing.